Hey, good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Welcome back to the channel. We have a lot to get through tonight. I'm going to try to keep it as concise as possible, just so it's not too long. First thing I want to get into is some community mail that came in. Some great gifts, some great items to add to the community collection that I've been building. So I first want to give a shout out to a great community member. He's been a subscriber of mine, and I've been following his channel when I first got started doing this, and that is Mr. Lee Criterium Racer. He sent me a great Christmas card, and I'm going to read what he wrote in. The card writes, "Hope your holidays filled with delight." And this is what Lee wrote: "Happy holidays. Thanks for everything you do for our awesome card community, Lee," also known as Criterium Racer. Now, if you're not familiar with Lee's channel, he's a huge vintage baseball card enthusiast, and I believe he's also a huge Milwaukee Braves and I think Atlanta Braves fan. But also a big thing with him is he's also a huge non-sport vintage enthusiast, and he sent me probably my first non-sport card in my collection. It's a Goonies card, and it is the "So Long Guys" card. Sorry if it's out of focus. See if I can get it back in. But yeah, it's pretty cool. "So Long Guys" in the back is the Goonies. So thank you so much, Lee, for thinking of me for the holidays and sending me my first non-sports card. Um, I'm not too familiar with these, but I know who the Goonies are. Just not familiar with the cards, but they're really cool, and definitely look into seeing what they're all about. I know they're popular, so thank you again, Lee. I appreciate considering me for a care package for the holidays. The second person to send me a care package is none other than our community favorite, Scott Reindeer Studios. You've probably been seeing a number of his care packages going around from different creators. And Scott sent me one of his own customized, because he is an artist after all, his own Christmas card. I love it, just reindeer. It's a really cool looking card though. On the back, it is signed by his Reindeer Studios signature, and I'll read first what he wrote. So actually a little bit of artistry inside as well. It is Scott, I'm guessing as a young kid with a beard, because we all know Scott always had a beard, and it shows his Wheaties, eating his Wheaties with a baseball glove and ball. And I'll read what it wrote. "Just like a bowl of Wheaties fuels superstars in the field, I hope this season fuels your spirit with health and happiness. May your days be merry and the glow of the season be as bright as stadium lights on a starry night." And then customized, Scott wrote, "Hey Sammy, thanks for continuing to boost my ego with all your kind words. Keep being a superstar and have an awesome Christmas. Your best friend, Scott." And Scott, I didn't get a chance to move these cards yet because they're kind of back to back, but Scott sent me more of his customized artwork in the make of these cards here. I'm thinking this is, I don't know if it's Mantle or Maris. You could tell me. Probably Maris, right? I think it's probably Maris because it has him on the back, I think, right? I assume. Scott, you'll have to tell me. But yeah, really cool. Continue with the artistry, and I figured while we're here, I'd showcase the collection of Scott's stuff that he's given me over the years. First, we'll start off with his customized T206 card. Really great. I love this card a lot. I keep it up on, you can see, back there, I have a kind of like a portrait that's covered up with baseball stuff. And Scott, I always keep it up there. Scott personally signed this, gave these out. I love the 3D glasses on the back. He has his information where you can reach him. Also, additionally, I think actually I can't remember if Scott gave this to me or if Dylan gave this to me, but it's part of the artwork that he gave Dylan, which was his own kind of customized to Dylan, but it was the Ted Williams. It's the Fleer set, I believe, and Dylan needed an extra space because it doesn't come out evenly all the pages. In the binder sleeve. So Dylan gave me one of these that Scott made in honor of Dylan for his Ted Williams set. And the rest here we have more of his artwork of Hank Aaron. I'll just go through these pretty briefly. My favorite, no surprise, is Mr. Christy Mathewson. Love the original, the artwork here. And forgive me, Larry Doby. I want to say it's Larry Doby, but could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm not as familiar with the Cleveland Indians. More Hank Aaron. His customized work. Jackie Robinson. And finally, he did one of Bo Bichette. So these are the items that I've collected over the years from Scott. And I want to say thank you. And also, I have a Reindeer Studios shirt. Unfortunately, Scott, I'm sorry I'm not wearing it, but next time I will be wearing it on one of my future videos. So this will add to the collection. So I want to say thank you again, Scott. You're always sending me really cool stuff in the holidays. It's always a great, always a lot of fun to see that in the mail. So thank you again, buddy, and I really appreciate you. Finally, the last thing I wanted to show you, and save this for last, is two big Mathewson pickups. One in the form of a trade, and the other one in the form of a huge eBay pickup. First one is the trade. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that Orlando from A Collector's Dream and I conducted a trade where I traded away my Sandy Koufax 55 rookie plus $250 cash for a 1949 Leaf Premiums Christy Mathewson. And we did that in the form of a trade on the 4 Collectors channel on their trade night. It was the very end of the trade, and I don't think any trades were happening at that point, but he came on after I jumped in originally, and he must have saw the Koufax card and wanted to make a trade, and we were able to do it. So you saw his video, and I'll show you. Here it is. 1949 Leaf Premiums Christy Mathewson, the VG3. Here's the back. It's just a little backstory on this. I'll keep it brief. The Leaf Premiums, I'll try to keep this up so y'all could see it. The Leaf Premiums were, you buy the packs. I don't know how many were in the packs, 20 maybe, or something like that. And the idea is that the sellers, the vendors, or the grocery stores, whoever had them, when they finished the box, if somebody brought back 10 wrappers from the set, they would get the poster at the very bottom of the box. And the posters could be Babe Ruth is the notable name. There's variations. There's Christy Mathewson, obviously, Lou Gehrig, and a bunch of other names. It's a pretty big set. And the idea is that generally a kid would bring 10 wrappers back, and they'd get the poster. A lot of times the dealers or the sellers would just, whoever bought the last pack would get it, just so they can move the box and they get the poster. So, but it'll depend on the time and place. That said, I'm really excited to have this piece. I love the great shot of him, Baseball Immortals. I love how they kind of immortalize him. And it reads, Christy Mathewson, the old master of hurlers and one of baseball's most beloved pitchers, starred with Muggsy McGraw's Giants from 1900 to 1916. I love how they use the name, the term Muggsy. I'm guessing they're talking about John. I actually didn't know that was his nickname, so if that is his nickname. And then also you have a signature right here. So really exciting. I want to say thank you again to Orlando for making this trade possible. I'm glad I was able to help him with his set or with his building of Koufax, and he was able to help me add mine. And he told me he had one of these already in an excellent 5. So to get this in a very good 3 from PSA, more than happy. This next piece, I decided to splurge on a huge piece. I was not anticipating spending, but I found an eBay dealer that had really the stuff I was after. And he's going to be at this upcoming year's National. I'm super excited to track his table down and check out what he's going to bring. He wasn't at last year's National. That's what he told me when we were exchanging messages back and forth. But this is the only piece that has been graded by SGC. And it's likely that SGC has stopped grading these, perhaps. I'm not really sure. I didn't look into it. I just looked into the pop records, and I saw that this was the only piece that was graded. It's graded authentic, and let's show it. This is none other than the 1913 Durham Razor Company Brooklyn, New York schedule, the home game schedule. And what makes this really special is the 1913 shows Christy Mathewson on the front, and it says, will he make good this year? So you got the front when it was folded. And then on the back, I believe it said, Maddie and the Duplex Safe, Durham Duplex Safe Razor always make good. Read what Maddie said. And it kind of gives his endorsement. And then on the inside, it shows, or here on the back, it shows the promotion for Durham Duplex Razor to promote their brand. And first you can have like a little contest, it looks like. First prize, second prize, really cool stuff. And then, of course, on the back, you have the schedule for Brooklyn and New York. And then it's a really cool thing, little comic, and it has a little bit of a trivia question. So really exciting stuff, really great piece, and just really thrilled to have it. So just to showcase it again one more time. Hopefully the camera makes good here, and there we go. Get a closer look at it. Trying not to get the glare on there. So really, really nice piece. I've been told from some other guys that some veteran collectors like Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards, he told me that he's seen these before in raw, but I guess they're not as commonly found, and this one is the only one graded by SGC with the old slab. So I'll quickly read what it says. It says here, I'll try to read it. I have used the Durham Duplex Razor for a long time, and it has been my best friend in many a close shave. And it has Christy Mathewson's, not his real signature, but a signature on the very bottom. So really cool piece. Happy to have the graded copy. Curious if SGC, I would like to get it reslabbed with the new label. I don't know if they'll do that, considering that it's already in a slab. Maybe they'll do it when I bring it to if I bring it to the National with me. But really cool piece altogether. Finally, last thing, I swear, we have our giveaway happening still. So if you haven't gotten a chance to see that video, I'll leave a link. You can check it out above. And for the giveaway, for Orlando and I are doing the co-giveaway. 4 cards. You can see the Palmer, Gibson, Raleigh Fingers, and the Willie Mays. These 4 will be available. You'll see them again in the video. Check it out. Look at the instructions. Make sure you follow them to be entered in the giveaway. We should be announcing sometime probably at the end of January. We haven't talked about it yet as far as when we're going to do a live stream, but it's going to happen, I promise. And that pretty much wraps it up. Card show this Sunday. I'm going to be setting up again for the first time in a long time. And look out for a video for hobby goals of 2024, as well as things to look forward to. Thank you again so much for watching. I look forward to catching up with y'all soon. Take care.